Have you lost some of the range of motion through some of your joints because of inflammation and swelling due to rheumatoid arthritis? If so, I'm going to tell you in this video what I did to reduce the swelling and inflammation in joints and to improve the range of motion through those affected joints, and what didn't work, so you can save yourself possibly years of time and frustration and get the results that you deserve. My name's Clint Patterson from rheumatoidsolutions.com. It's a pleasure to create these videos and to help you with these situations that I've spent so many years battling as well. And if you could hit subscribe to our channel, that'd be great. I've had a lot of experience with a restricted range of motion through my joints, namely left elbow, right elbow, left knee, and of course finger joints, which wouldn't close when I was really inflamed and had lots of swelling in them. In fact, my left elbow's range of motion was so bad, it was locked up into a position like that, and the advice was, if it hurts, don't move it. And so I lost more and more range of motion. And this ended up in surgery, a complete synovectomy. Out of pocket, cost me $5,000, which I couldn't afford. My parents paid for it. Complete nightmare. That's hurting a lot like that. I don't even want to demonstrate that one. This one's this is the one that's had the operation. It's like, if I put that close enough to the camera, you could hear that actually clicking as it's coming down. I couldn't take my earplugs out of my head this morning. My hand could just get to there, and I just didn't have the strength to rip out the earplugs. It's that bad. And so I thought, how can I stop the loss of range of motion like that? And how can I avoid my right elbow ending up in the surgical room and ending up with the same fate as the left one? Well, I tried stretching a lot, and I was stretching my joints, all of them, and using as much kind of determination as possible. This failed. Stretching did not work. What actually worked in the end, through trial and error, to improve the range of motion through my joints, was to use resistance training. I worked out for each one of my joints the unique exercises that gave me symptomatic relief without stirring up the joint, as sometimes the wrong form of exercise can. At the gym, I can do all the things that I want to. Pull-ups, I can do chin-ups, I can do bicep curls, whatever it is that I want to do to the maximum ability of my muscles, not limited by my joints. Focusing on strength and resistance training through the joints gave me the breakthroughs. And little by little, I was able to reduce the swelling and reduce the tendinitis of the connective tissue where the joint meets the soft tissue. And through that combination of improvements, then the joints released more and more and allowed a greater range of motion. And so when I reflect on this, it is almost as though if the joint had an inbuilt intelligence that said, my current situation is delicate, fragile, and dangerous. I am going to restrict the range of motion until the environment in which I exist improves and feels safe. And then when that occurred and there was more supportive structure around the joint and inflammation and swelling lowered, the joint freed itself up. It almost allowed a greater range because it had this inbuilt sense that now the environment was safer and more structure was in place and support was in place. So that was my experience. It doesn't need to be complicated. What you want to do is engage the soft tissue connecting to the joint. Put it through some shallow range of motion. It's pretty simple stuff. If you're completely at a loss as to how to go about these exercises and you want some insight, I had to identify each one of the exercises for each one of my joints that didn't hurt it but gave it benefit. And I have loaded that into the Rheumatoid Solutions system, an upper body and a lower body workout guides with PDF images and videos. So if you want that help, that level of guidelines, just go and join to rheumatoidsolutions.com. Otherwise, Just pick an exercise and do it daily. The inflammation doesn't go away each day and take a break, and therefore nor should you. Go and aggressively pursue inflammation reduction as your daily mission, and results will flow. So I hope that's helpful for you on your healing mission. Appreciate the support. Hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.